We're jumping into a new drawing now in this chapter, and it's called table styles.dwg. And you can see it's a really simple drawing when you open it up in the model tab. So make sure you're in the model tab. We're not actually going to use the layout tabs for this particular video. And what we're going to do is we're going to start working with tables and table styles, which again is another part of how we work with the information in our AutoCAD drawings. There's nothing better than a neatly laid out table to display information that people need to know. So we're in our table styles.dwg file, and you can see we've got three simple shapes. We've got a rectangle, which is there, and you can see it's on the rectangle layer. We've also got a circle, which strangely enough is on the circle layer. We've also got a polygon, which is an octagon, and that's on the polygon layer. Now, the reason I've drawn those is basically each of those is, in essence, a polyline. A rectangle is a polyline. A circle is a circle. It's not classed as a polyline. It's called a circle in AutoCAD. And the octagon is another polyline using the polygon command. They've got their own layers, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a table that represents the information in each of those particular pieces of geometry. Now, we've got some layers, so go to the Home tab on the ribbon and go to the Layer drop-down. Just make sure you're on the Tables layer and it's your current drafting layer, because we don't want to make any changes or create anything on the layers that we're using for the shapes down here. Now, the first thing we need to do is create a table style. Now, we can do this in two different ways. We can do it from the annotation here on the Home tab on the ribbon. So annotation panel works. We can expand it out here, and you can see there's the table style icon there if you wish. Now, something that I often do when I'm working with annotation is go to the Annotate tab. And the reason I do that is I've got all of the table information here in the Tables panel. If you want to go to table styles, which we're going to, you then just click on this little arrow here on the panel title bar. So if I click there, there's my table style dialog box. Now, at the moment, we've got the standard table style. That's it, just the default style. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on new, and our new style name, we will call it geometry, because all of our information is going to be about geometry in the table. And we'll click on continue, like so. Now, we get the new table style dialog box now. Now, this is where we've got to go through everything and make sure it's all doing what it should. It's really important that we do this. Now, here, select table to start from. Well, we don't need to worry about that. And table direction, you can go down, and you'll also notice you can go up. Ideally, you want to go down the table. Title, header, and then data. Now, we need to set up our cell styles. So let's start at the top. We'll select title, like so. And we've got three tabs: general, text, and borders, like so. So let's go to general. Properties. Do you want a fill color? Now, I often fill the title bar of my table. So I'm going to go for a color. I'm going to go to select color and use the AutoCAD color table, because I want to use a nice gray like that, and I'll okay that. Can you see it shows you that in the preview? The alignment of the text is middle center, and the type is a label. You can also have data, but we're going to have a label. Format, general, is fine. Now, the margins there, remember this is going to be in model space. 1.5 millimeters is going to be quite small, because this drawing is in millimeters, because I'm from the UK and I use millimeters as a general unit of measurement. So let's tweak these to 50. And we'll just tweak those to 50 millimeters. You'll see why when we actually place the table in the drawing. Now, that's all fine there. So we go to text. Everything will look a bit weird in the preview initially. Don't panic. So we've got text style here. Standard is fine. Text height is 6. As you can see, a little bit small. So we've got a 50 margin. We ideally want to go to about 150 for the text height. Text color. You can do that by block. I'm going to do it by layer because we want it on the same layer that we're using to create the table, which is tables. So go by layer. That means it will be red. Text angle 0 for horizontal. That's all good. Now, you'll notice the other headers and data cells are looking very small. Don't panic. We're now going to go to header, like so. Go to the General tab again. Fill color, might go for a different color this time. So I'll go select color, and I'm going to go for that pale green there, like so, and click on OK. Alignment middle center is good. General and label is fine. Margins, update these to 50 like we did for the title up here. So we'll change those to 50 as well. And again, remember this is all in millimeters. If you were working to create an imperial table, you'd be using your inches, feet and inches, etc. I'm going to go to text now. Text style standard. Text height, we're going to go with 150 again, like so. Text color, again, by layer. So you'll notice it updates now. Can you see that? And if I go to borders here, which I haven't actually changed for the title one, I've left the defaults. I've left it as line weight and line type by block. Ideally, these should also be by layer. Color should also be by layer. So what we need to do there is maybe jump back to the title one and just check those borders there are all by layer as well. Ideally, everything, all the sort of attributes and values for your new table style should be by layer, because you're going to be using that tables layer to put the table in the drawing. Last but not least, let's jump to the cell style data. And again, general tab, fill color. Don't want any fill color this time. Alignment, we want middle center. It does default to top center. General and data are fine. Margins again, 50, like so. And again, 50, like so. Now, going along to the text here, standard is fine. Text height, I'm going to make it slightly larger, 125, so it's kind of diminished from the title and the header. Text color, again, by layer. Text angle will be 0 for horizontal. Borders, again, make sure these are all by layer as well, just to be on the safe side. Now, what we've got is a really smart table style called geometry. So if I now click on OK, it'll add that here to our table styles available in the manager dialog box. We select geometry, set current, close. That is now our current table style. You'll notice that's updated here in the drop down. So there's geometry, there's standard. You can see how our geometry stands out there. Select geometry as your table style. And in the next video, I'll take you to the next step with your tables in your AutoCAD drawing.